just have enough quality to win a map off of some of the strong like core players that they have.
Well, look, speaking of core players, I got nothing to segue with that one. But look, we got Inferno, and it's going to be the first map of the series here in the upper bracket for the ECL, or the ESL Challenger League Season 47. Wow, we got a lot. 47 Asia Pacific, and it is between Lynn Vision and TYLOO. Let's see where they're going to be going. We know that TYLOO is going to be starting on the attack, starting on the T side here. Let's see what they can wrangle.
Yeah, they're going to be very well drilled and look like very clean. Based on the last game that I watched, which was actually a while ago. Like the calling seems to be really good on TYLOO right now, and they actually do have like pretty strong game plans. So I'm assuming they're going to stick to that quite heavily. Taking some banana control here. Jan Young ready with the flash. Lot of damage onto Starry there, and already goes down to both ZDR and Cammy defending that second mid aggression well, Mac.
Full cut and sound. Lynn Vision still with a solid setup, and they're making the right read. Zach up, telling LVG to just stack that B site, and it's the right damn call. Util's going to be going down, and fighting in the molly. Amelia going to be able to find 3 burning alive, and just like that, TYLOO running through the smoke, done so. That was nuts from Amelia.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what you could do better there as TYLOO. You've mollied the perfect position. You've gotten a couple of flashes over the top, which have caught the CTs fully blind and gotten a very clean opening pick. And then you just you get this done to you. Like, man's just burning alive, and you get 3K'd. I honestly think that's a bit of a just unlucky round for TYLOO. They did a lot of the right things there. But some individual skill and brilliance there from Lynn Vision gets them the CT pistol, I would say.
Full banana control going to be coming through there. And TYLOO kicking themselves that they didn't get that plant down. Of course, there is those changes, so even if you do get the plant now, you still need to get a kill in the round before you can afford that Galil and armor. So that's going to be the difference maker that you'll see in the meta for the time being.
Yeah, I think TYLOO, seeing them lose that pistol concerns me. This is their map pick, and getting a T pistol is going to be very important. Like, as the team playing with the coach stand-in against a better team, core team, I mean, it's not going to go anywhere. They're going to run into the MP9 in that angle. Should probably get farmed here a little bit. No real util to work with, and they're already getting flanked by Westmelon.
Westmelon. Nice timing on the push, and doesn't overextend either. I like that out of him. Falling back towards B, making sure it's all locked in with the numbers advantage. And at this range, ooh, Jam Young unable to trade. A couple of dinks found in the round, but that is all they'll get. 5 alive for LVG as they secure a second.
Yeah, held over a whole bunch of util as well. So they're in a fantastic position. Like, this game has started as well as it possibly could for Lynn Vision. But TYLOO missed opportunity in the pistol. And with that clean of an anti-eco, they've got a lot of work to do here with the guns. Get back into this one. Quick smoke to banana.
Yeah.
Right off the bat there. Jam Young throwing another one here. Like ZDR or Mosey. Mosey's going to actually try and go and take some space up here. Progression smoke, he actually gets in front of it all the way to half wall. So if the CT's going to be ready for that flash on the timing. But, oh, that's just way too sharp for Westmelon.
Yeah. He was ready for it too. Just playing anti, tucked in, heard the pop, decided to fight together. And LVG just looking like they are that little bit more structured reload. Will bait the push through, and ZDR. Nice game sense to crack that first one open, but Amelia Crosshair in the right damn position. Even gets the reload off and regains vision before Jam Young can get a trade. This is looking rough for TYLOO.
It's just perfect supportive utility from flying there. Flash over the chimneys, an absolute classic. Keeping his teammates safe at sandbag, giving him time to reposition, reload. I think the util and the timings were decent enough for TYLOO there. Cammy's going to head on over, try to help out Mercury here, who's got to shoot his way out of a bad situation. But I'll tell you something for free about Mercury. He is very capable of winning this round here. Man is sharp as hell.
Got the molly. I like this. We'll be able to separate the troops for just a moment. One's burning, flying, going forward, and it's going to be the 2K. But it's not enough. Mercury and Kami finding one apiece, at least getting on the board. And, you know, at bare minimum, doing more financial damage to LVG's CT economy, which can be a bit more fragile than the T economy. But inevitably, it's still 3-0, and LVG are looking stellar so far on the CT side.
The issue is, like, they've done so well on the bonus and the anti that, like, this damage would usually be a lot better than it is. 2 guns survive, only an MP9. So they need to get some damage done with this half buy, and then maybe they can open a little bit of a reset window here if they can win 2 good gun rounds in a row. Kind of change the narrative. First time I've seen Zaka on the AWP. See how he goes. TYLOO, they've tried to play a bit of info denial over on Banana, and they're going to group up for probably a carpets pop, something of that nature here. There's the retake utility for Lynn Vision over on the B side of the map.
Ooh. Not too bad at all.
It's probably pretty good for T.
Get that pick. Potential to maybe get around the corner and find themselves a weapon, but Zach is currently posted on that line with flying in at Broken Wall. Should be able to swing, but the leg means that's going to be an MP9 retrieve, but it is going to be put on the ground. The nade finishing off flying, and Zaka still shooting his way out of this one. Back against the wall, and the numbers starting to rotate across, but the side is going to be there for the moment, and Westmelon left in the 1v2.
Yeah, this is huge. See if they can get comfortable on the site here. Westmelon missed it through the smoke on the perfect timing. He knows exactly where both of these last 2 players are. An AWP shot miss from Mosey. Could have been a half by 1 by TYLOO. Really nice nade stack on Pit. And that's exactly what I'm talking about when I'm saying these guys look like pretty well organized, pretty well drilled on this map, despite playing with the coaches as a stand-in. Good damage done on the half by. But Lynn Vision, after how strong of a start they had, pistol into really clean anti-eco, they've still got like better cash than you'd expect them to with how close these rounds have been coming.
Lovely shots. Zaka doing just enough to try to hold the site, and then Westmelon, nice little clutch in the 1v2. Great timing in that Moto smoke push. And it's going to be a mid-smoke for LVG, but they're not going to push with it, and TYLOO disrespected straight away. Nade around the corner, fly in. Going to cop a decent amount of damage there. The double nade polishes him. And that's an opening. TYLOO with the numbers. Let's see if they can...
He's going to continue to try to extend the control and emphasis straight into the A site, and that's an insta-save. The util is looking so clean for TYLOO here. This is the exact same as I was watching them before. Like, honestly, the pre-planned double nade to the close left position. Completely catching flying. And then just a really, really solid layering of util onto that dig side to set up Jam Young for the entry. Looked way too easy for TYLOO. 3 guns surviving here for Lynn Vision, though. Mac is going to allow them to buy into the next. Zaka and Starry have got great cash. And TYLOO not really incentivized to hunt. They do not have very good money built up just yet. Should just be happy taking this T-side gun round and moving on to the next.
Great round from Jam Young. Needs to be said, leading by example. Terrorists win. And they'll get away with not only 5 alive, but also still some decent utility in the back pocket. So this will be nice for TYLOO's economy. Should buff it up a notch. You can see they barely had to invest, or reinvest rather, into this round. And moving into the 6th, LVG looks like someone's got a little phase smoke lined up for mid. So we'll see if there's going to be aggression, but that might come in the form of Banana. Still 3 here early.
Yeah, big mid smoke. Banana tape being prepared here by TYLOO. Initial wave of util. Feeling out how much the CTs are investing here. Molly to main, and Lynn Vision choose to give. They've got 3 players over here, so we'll see if they go for a Banana retake, but TYLOO are going to pick up the pace straight into the site here, Mac.
They're going straight through all that util, and Mosea's going to be able to at least crack it open for the first. Flying on the edge is only able to answer back for 1, but the trade's still favoring TYLOO. Look at their health, though. There's like 200 points of health between them all. And Amelia, if he catches a nasty timing with that flash, he's going to be able to snatch away 1 more and still survive. Bomb on the ground. They've got time to make this one happen. Starry with another flash across the top. Oh, it's awkward. Kami blinded. Will be able to keep Mosaic alive. Everything's slowing down. They might be thinking about a save, but with that pick, things change. Mosaic caught in the open. Man was damn low. Kami, the only real one with half health here. Gets that reload off and does alert Zaka to his presence. Flash across the top of Banana will maybe tell Lynn Vision that there is going to be that gamer at Banana as well. Flash across. But they're just not getting on the bomb. They'll get on site just in time. A spray. Will it do it? It will! And they'll win the round. They'll get the retake. 2v3 secured. Well read and well played by Lynn Vision.
2 alive though. Reducing their loss bonus and investing in a whole bunch of extra guns. Could have TYLOO break their money. They were very responsible not hunting in round number 5, I believe it was.
Yeah.
That's good stuff for Lynn Vision. They read this very well. Great flash up over the top to set up a delay to deny that bomb plant, which just stretches out the round even further. And then Lynn Vision, I'm not sure if they were playing for exits. I think they just were. And TYLOO trying to make a play on main, kind of get caught a little bit. Ball comes out for ZDR here. Once again, Molly's exchanged on Banana. TYLOO respecting that. Lynn Vision playing this heavy porch stack this time around. Westmelon full retake on B. TYLOO goes for brackets control. They're in for a rude awakening.
Making a decent amount of noise through apps. LVG very aware of TYLOO's presence. Meanwhile, see now Mosaic going to start to try and make some noise at B. 4-man stack is strong until they can't see a thing. Starry tears him out of that one. And oh, going to be able to do yet another. So 3 for him, but is it enough to convert the round? It's a 2v1 here at 8, but Westmoreland makes his way to Arch just in that time. And Amelia is not going to be seen in on-site. ZDR able to trade for 1. And he's gone for the AK approach instead, man. Blow. Oh, angle. Works out for Amelia. And LVG, even though a lot of these rounds are getting really damn close. Cheeky teabag. They're coming out on top. 5 rounds the difference.
It's crazy ZDR gets 4 there. Almost aces that round. 3 from the boiler position with an AWP is kind of insane. But the bracket stack works out beautifully. You can see Amelia had the role of holding carpets there, and he's unchecked by TYLOO on the site because they killed 3 on bracket side. So just assuming that it's a 3-2 and not expecting that extra player on site, ends up backfiring a little. There's some banana control once again for TYLOO. Flying ready with the supporting flash, over the top it goes, and you're going to see Lynn Vision starting to dive. 2 players stuck on half wall there, trying to fight their way out, but the awkward exchange and getting smoked off preserves the numbers here for Lynn Vision.
Westmoreland finally allowed to get that second clip in. ZDR looking like he's just going to pop Kami out to try and get that dig control. The flash will force Zaka back, and that allows him to have brackets, but with no presence at Banana, it's going to be that one-pronged attack from TYLOO.
Yeah, just walking around, milling about in brackets for the time being. Ooh, this is going to be a flash into carpets. It is perfectly timed on the Kami, catches him full white, and the rest of TYLOO now trying to scale up into dig, but it's another beautiful flash from Zaka, just setting up his teammates for success perfectly.
Nice flank. Finds one more into ZDR, and Mercury has a big job to do. And he's lost Westmoreland. There's no idea where that one's gone. Bomb in the open. Now they got eyes on that prize too. Mercury at least finds one with Zaka, but yes, you'll find sight. My lord, what a flick. But without the bomb, you can't plant. 20 seconds on the clock. I love how LVG are playing this now. Amelia staying a little more passive. Will be able to wrap to sight and give the objective. Knows that he can't go to B with 15 seconds. And Westmoreland, in the meanwhile, has also wrapped into halls. There's going to be a crossfire here before the bomb makes it to sight. Oh. And there you go. Well played to lock it in from LVG. That's something I feel like we don't see from a lot of Asian teams. They just stand there and shoot and hope for the best.
I mean, that is the side effect of playing so many big tournaments and playing in Europe so many times. and the core of this team been together for such a long time. Like, they have had the fundamentals beat into them. They've thrown many around versus European opposition, you know? So, at the end of the day, that's the experience that Lynn Vision have earned. Attack timeout for TYLOO. It's hard to say what they're doing wrong. I think they're being outplayed a little bit.
Well, yeah, that's it.
In terms of the util.
They're getting beamed.
Yeah, the util is on another level for Lynn Vision so far this game. And you can see TYLOO, like, individually, they can hang in the server right now. Like, these rounds are winnable. They're making individual plays. The multi-frags are coming. And they have a, you know, reasonable approach a lot of the time. But Lynn Vision, the util, and not even pre-planned util, like the reactive util and the way they play these situations is just a lot better.
It's noticeably different.
I mean,
Mercury just
again,
that smoke.
That's from playing in EU for so long, you know, and playing in all these tournaments. You learn what the most, like, optimal ways of playing are from getting slapped by them.
The best thing is, I still love that quote as Starry takes this engagement. Hold that thought. Who's going to make that first move? No flashes in front of him at range. This isn't really the weapon you want, but it's going to work anyway. Gets the reload off, has a helping hand in flying, making sure the double pit setup stays damn strong, and the 2v5, it's not looking too good for TYLOO. Both of them are here at short. Ooh, angle found by flying to double down for the round.
It's just a
and
turret,
make it a third.
It's been a turret for so long. This guy's insane.
I need to say, sorry, G. I respect you. I enjoyed you. But flying, I remember back on that IG lineup, was definitely someone that made me extremely happy every time I watched him play. And he's doing that again here, really making the most of playing for LVG.
I mean, yeah, he's been really good in China for years now.
Yeah.
It's just been a no-brainer pickup. I don't know why he hasn't been picked up. It's taken such a long time. He does get picked up though. And honestly, what's going on?
I was just saying I like the mid smoke into the nade to try to catch T's, like caught with util out or something at the bottom of mid. LVG, you know, playing that next level.
Yeah. Doesn't bear its fruit, but the opportunity was created. They got a little bit of a util disadvantage. TYLOO just going to wait out this banana smoke. And not going to even give the sound cue of the flash. The smoke main is going to tell TYLOO a lot as well. Like, they don't even have to worry very much about this control. They'll go ahead and clear out all of these angles. But the smoke into main there just allows them to save all that util into the mid to late round. Rotation coming in here for flying. He's got a nade to open up that CT smoke on the rotation here. But they've just dropped Mosey off for now. There's that brackets pressure with the util from Cammy. Denying info to the CTs before you do get this B-side ending from TYLOO.
Oh. Shows some shoulder. Melon. I thought he almost got away with that. That would have been crazy, but Mosea shuts him down. Good CT smoke coming through from TYLOO. And Flying just waiting to drop that nade at the perfect moment. Here it comes. Boom, smoke in the open. Is there going to be a trade? No. They wait. And Flying. He won't. Impatient. Will lose the round. Lose the potential of saving 3 across to the next. But the money's strong enough to go for a reinvestment. So 8 already on the board. That's pretty solid. TYLOO going to double down with 2.
It's another good round from him. Like, it might be 8-1, 8-2 now in terms of the overall scoreboard, but this game is being closer than that, I would say. And the 2 rounds that TYLOO have won have been very clean rounds. Like the 1 round on A with Jam Young just got those 2 entries easy, and then this B round was very easy as well. Yeah, for TYLOO. Just the scoreboard is an issue. Unless they can scrape together 4 here, then, you know, they might be losing this Inferno pick, and then we're onto Anubis, which will be Lynn Vision's pick, and Ancient. These are meta maps in the pool that Lynn Vision play all the time, including against overseas opposition a fair bit. That's going to be a pretty hard ask for TYLOO, I would say. Attack timeout for Lynn Vision. I think recognizing that on 1900 loss bonus, if they're dropping this round, then it's going to be a little harder to tend to. So this is actually a semi-important round. TYLOO with good enough money to buy into both anyway.
Yeah. I did notice about an hour ago, Mongols won their first game in the tournament over at the Middle East. That big one that's on at the moment. So good to see they got a win out of the gates. Even though they aren't here at ESL Challenger, still representing the region at a tournament which could hopefully, you know, bump them up a couple more notches on that overall ranking.
Good second mid aggression. Catches Kami with his pants down. And TYLOO going to have to navigate this round from a man disadvantage.
Yeah.
You still keeping them at bay as well. They can't really try to pounce on any kind of timing to catch the Cubs player out of position. Haven't got any banana control either. So TYLOO just kind of have to cop the man disadvantage here. And he's going to try to, you know, win this round the old-fashioned way. Numbers disadvantage. Just try to contact into the small site and get some entries, hit a timing, or get a nice execute going.
ZDR lining up a little pop flash or something there. Making sure that the flank is covered and that everyone is spaced nice and close here. Smoke on the choke at the ready. And in the meanwhile, Amelia going to be able to defend successfully so far. The rest of the team is going to start to pump their way through. Westmoreland able to find another before falling. And there goes Amelia. So maybe an opportunity now for TYLOO. Smoke's still up on Con. They'll tap it. Try to see if any sneaky individuals are over towards the church side. Flying, going to be able to find one as well. Go for that spray from CT and ZDR. Now between a rock and a hard place. But LVG just respecting it, sitting back and allowing these smokes to time out. But if ZDR can clear out Banana, he'll get a free plant on A. As long as he picks the pace up.
No, he doesn't have the timing for it anymore. Star's going to beat him on the rotation, most likely. He's playing safe in library, though. But could definitely catch him on the cross. CDR is very low here. Molly as well. He's going to hit him, and then Sari's just going to run at him to skewer the round. Well played. Ninth for Lynn Vision. Tack timeout works beautifully. Second mid aggression completely catches off TYLOO. And look, despite all of the nice things that I can say about TYLOO, round score is doing all the talking right now.
Very solid round out of them there. Let's see if things can keep trending in LVG's direction. 10-2 would be a pretty dominant first half, especially on TYLOO's map pick, and that's a great way to start the round. Zaka peeking through, spot him on the top of logs. And just like that, TYLOO going to be packing their bags, saying, we don't want no banana control. We're more interested in maybe an A hit this time.
Yeah, I mean, they've been losing first pick pretty consistently now. Credit to Lynn Vision. Changing up like where they're aggressing as well. Like this time it's in banana, last round second mid. Sometimes on the banana takes as well, they're finding some success. Info denied by Mosey over on the banana side of the map. Smoke to Arch. TYLOO really trying to mask their intentions here as they take bracket control.
Smoke going to deny a lot of vision, but once it fades, they're only going to have 15 seconds to hit A if they go for the full commit. Mercury going to start to lurk his way through CT. It might be a wraparound into library, but knowing that there's 20 on the clock, you can see LVG's protocol is just to turtle up, tuck right in on A, solidify a crossfire, and then you've also got Starry, who's just going to be uncrouching, spotting this at range, and he's going to be able to find that wrap in. That's that. Beautiful round from LVG. Great patience. 10-2 at the half. We'll see you after this for the second. Well, we got a second half. It might not be a long one, but it exists. Let's see what TYLOO can do to try to get back into the game here on the CT side. It's all going to start with the pistol, Mitch.
Yeah. Envision looked very solid on the CT side. Do have a little two-man setup. HE nade with the dualies trying to clear up anything on banana. But Envision not in a rush to go anywhere, just taking their time, working the map. Starting to work their way up towards banana now.
Ooh. She can tap through the corner. Nade on the face, and Mercury going to be followed through on by Amelia. That's going to be that banana control that LVG were looking for. But in the meanwhile, you've still got Starry lurking around apartments here. And TYLOO, you can see Jamyam thinking about making a read. He was trying to go quick towards CT, and he would have been right in doing so. Unfortunately, he went back double, took, second-guessed himself, and Kami, oh, missed opportunity to stop them coming in on side. It's up to ZDR, who can only find a single. And in the 2v4, a 1v4, it looks even harder, doesn't it?
It does. And look, not like this game is over, but this series is also kind of over. Like, I think unless TYLOO are going to do damage on Inferno.
You're calling the series?
Like, come on, bro. You watching the same game I'm watching?
Yeah,
like...
I'm watching the same game. I just like to give, you know, TYLOO could have their moments.
No, they are having their moments. Like, some of them, like, they're sharp players. I like the TYLOO roster, don't get me wrong. But, like, this is just unfortunate, you know?
To be fair, when we saw Kami playing the other week, what was it, like half a month ago now?
Yeah, he was fine, but he wasn't playing fucking Lynn Vision, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. That is very true. That's what I was going to say. You took my point, and I'm just agreeing.
Yeah.
I'm glad we agree.
We agree on everything, Mac. Me and you.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. And that's why
That's why
you're my favorite.
Valorant coach.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't have to say it. You knew what I was saying.
Yeah. We finish each other's sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Subway sandwiches, extra meat.
Yep.
Although you can get the wrap,
The best
don't
way
you?
to have many things. I'm a wrap man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can't do bread.
Yeah. Well, more tortilla. So I found out recently the difference between a wrap and a tortilla is that the wrap will have yeast in it, and the tortilla will just be whatever. It doesn't matter. ZDR is going to be able to get a trade here. Aggression towards banana, and if TYLOO win this round, that's when things could get a little awkward for LVG for a few.
Yeah, but they're still up 11-2.
They're still up 11-2.
And they're very good at the video game.
They are very good at the video game.
The 1-for-1 is fine for T's here. They've also got carpets. No crazy info or any kind of push from TYLOO. They're running a pretty dry on util. Like, it's a pretty good position for Lynn Vision.
I think the main thing for me is going to be how the flashes are utilized from TYLOO. You can see Kami just threw one before, but they didn't do anything with it, right? It was kind of just an info flash, hoping LVG would maybe spray when they throw it. And LVG are going to go for one set of util towards B. Baits off the first rotation, and with no bracket control in the meanwhile for TYLOO, they are double guessing themselves. Should they be here? Should they not? Second wave of util starts to come through, and just as that's happening, Jamyang goes back into CT. He's hoping for the timing on the push. Him and ZDR trying to fight together, and Jamyang unfortunately won't get the job done. Neither will Mercury, and a 1v2. I don't see Kami winning this, unfortunately.
Nah. Probably, I mean, he'll give it a crack. They're so far behind that, like...
Yeah, you gotta.
Saving an MP9 is a pretty beta male move. He's going to get jiggled and spotted out, though, which is going to make his life very rough against two Galil armors that are double posted on the main. That's a lot of damage onto Westmelon. There was potential there.
There was damage.
He gave it a crack. But they're still down 12-2.
And look, the thing that I'm looking at is ZDR. We were questioning, you know, how much impact he has in the roster, but at the moment, he's the one that came to play in playoffs. That's a pretty solid performance so far, 12-12, keeping up with a lot of the LVG individuals who are going to quickly take a tactical just to chat about what they're going to do. Of course, they know that TYLOO is going to have some kind of force buy. What that force buy will be, we know they don't. And it is going to be just MP9s, those SMGs, which can be extremely powerful on a map like Inferno with those close range angles. And then ZDR, he's got that scout, doesn't really have a nice spawn for mid, but he might swing it anyway. And you could also just see, I guess, the difference in prep between LVG and TYLOO. I don't think I guess they haven't had the chance or the money this half, but I don't think we've seen them throw, you know, that mid smoke, which is generally meta, just to get the or deny the information of a cross, or also the information if you want to go for a push down mid with it. There's just so many things that it feels like TYLOO aren't doing or haven't been able to do because LVG has just been suffocating them.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Another force will come out though.
Pretty fast one.
Pacing, yeah. Mosey's already dead, like 5 seconds into the round, and I don't really think there's anything better he could have done there.
Couldn't see. Ken and a molly. Westmelon hunting for a freebie with a smoke bang, but won't quite connect onto anyone. And LVG at least have the information that there's going to be one more SMG on that B site. Early rotation from ZDR. Going for the 3-1 split. Kami has a lot sitting on his shoulders here, just playing in boiler at 8. And TYLOO aren't going to commit to that B stack. They will hedge back. And it's just going to be pressure on both extremities.
Yeah, I mean, the issue is TYLOO can't really work out what's happening this round. They're just getting info denied right and left.
Yeah.
Vision are kind of they've got so much util and they're just drip feeding out the util to pull and push reactions, trade down util with the CTs, refresh on the B smoke as the rest of them creep back towards A, and TYLOO have to kind of respect it, unfortunately. Mealy is just going to go in as the money man with the Mac 10. Kami has to look for info here.
Oh, so much damage, ZDR. Unable to do too much, but Kami may have the timing, but it's Starry to get the better of him, and that's the A site open for business on a Thursday evening. Wednesday evening. Sorry, got ahead of myself. Westmelon going to be able to lock down Library for one. AK in hand of Mercury. Could be a recipe for disaster, but we'll see how the rest of the round goes. ZDR quite low. Needs to be traded, but the spacing not quite good right here. Come through. Amelia with that Mac 10 gets the first. Mercury can't have his head on a swivel. Won't flick back on a Zaka. 13-2 is pure domination for map 1 of this series here in the upper bracket, and LVG have put Inferno in their back pocket.
Yeah, on their opponent's map pick as well, and now you're going on to some very common maps that Lynn Vision have a lot of reps on. I think it's kind of GG at this point. I think, like, just the whole map, honestly. And we're going to see what the whole map looks like, because we're going in game. And that's pretty cool.
Hands up. Get ready. Get keen. It is Anubis time.
It's like a crowd kind of deal. Like, put your hands up, somebody.
Woo!
Everyone say Counter-Strike.
Wait, let me jump onto Twitch quickly.
I say counter, you say strike. Right? Is that hyping up everybody
Yeah.
after that first map? It's good to know, Mac. Good to know.
We have some, at least like 3 active chatters at the moment. So you guys, I want you to all put your hands up for Westmelon, who is kicking this one off. Julie's in hand for Starry, but Mosea and Mercury going to be able to crack a few back. Kami as well has info on one of the 2 remaining CTs, and that should be free. Kami's just waiting for that second man. He can hear it coming. He's got every bit of info that he needs to, and even picks up the kill as well. 1v4. Surely they lock this in against Flying.
Yeah, should be free. So T-Pistol going to be a lot better for TYLOO, and they're going to have a much better map here. I can already kind of tell. They weren't, like, not sharp in the last game. Like, they weren't that bad. I don't think they played, like, that bad to get 13-2'd. Like, they just kind of lost every clutch, I feel like. And sometimes you get a bit unlucky.
Hey. 4 HP. The clutch of champions. Not going to happen today. Champion snatches him away. It was almost the team ace, but ZDR unfortunately fell first. So wasn't able to chime in with the rest of the boys, but TYLOO for the first time in this series are in the lead.
Come in with a little report on the rest of the bracket. Clutch losing the first map to LYG. It lowers Cube taking the first map over -72C, and Atox taking the first map over GR. And shout out to all the Mongolians. They are putting together 4K people to watch Atox beat GR. That is a community, bro.
Really?
Yeah. 4K on the Mongolian stream. I love their Counter-Strike, bro. And that's not surprising considering Mesa just finished off.
Yeah, I was wondering where you were saying they were watching it, but it does make sense that they will be watching in the Mongolian stream.
Yeah, it's probably old mate K. You know, just saying hi to everyone.
Yeah,
Your
I actually
favorite,
tuned into the
your favorite
Mongolian stream for
Mongolian
that.
personality from Poland.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I was just going to say the Mongolian stream's actually extremely chill, extremely relaxed.
Bit of a watch
that
party
thought.
vibe.
Anyway,
All
Jose's been
all the
doing.
esports want these days anyway.
Whoosh.
Got some bloke in a chair going, oh, that was cracked, bro. Wow,
Yeah.
Mercury's goated with the sauce.
They were sharp ones. If we get that Mercury turning up into map 2, this could be a different game, Mitch.
I think he was fine on map 1 as well. We're just like, you know, you're just running into a retake like every round.
Yeah.
Or like one of your teammates at sandbag just dies to utility, you know?
Well, to be fair, it is a pretty solid strategy if you feel like someone is cooking on the enemy team to just purposely avoid them and go to the opposite site.
Yeah, but that's a beta male approach.
Well, it certainly is. That's actually what ended up winning it for G2. Or even Dallas, because they were trying to abuse both Nexa and Stewie. And they just put good players around them and had them in support roles. So they ended up running into the players that could shoot a little bit better. And it was a solid strat. And speaking of shooting, Westmelon's going to be doing just that. Jam Young on that low side going to be tagged up as well. Both of them so low. And they will escape with that first hit and the second. Kami making a move in through E-Box. Gets the double opening. Now it's all up to Amelia and Flying to make this one work. Molly in front of him doesn't want to go too far forward until Flying enters the vicinity.
Yeah, much better from TYLOO. Kami's having some impact as well. Should just be a save for Lynn Vision. They don't even have a kit to complete this retake, even if they were actually able to get in there. So may as well just hold on to the A1s. And that was great from TYLOO. B main aggression punished well. HE nades laid straight into main, and then you got the route straight through E-Box. And they couldn't even get out, and round was just done and dusted from there.
You'll definitely take that for sure.
And this is the kind of TYLOO that I'm like, bro, we could go to 3. But realistically, Lynn Vision are still, you know, more than capable of grinding this game out. They may switch off a little bit after Inferno, though, to be honest.
Well, the difference could be, you know, 2 stray bullets, they get that B main control, and it's a completely different round. That's what it comes down to. But Kami putting the team on his shoulders that time with some cracker entries. And TYLOO will be happy to find themselves a 3rd off on the right foot here on map 2, which is Lynn Vision's map selection. But so far on the CT side, we have not seen too much shown from them. No force buy around these M4s either. Just the 2 Deagles. And Zaka looking to buy an AWP into the next. Full saving with a USP. So he'll just be a bit of a utility man. It doesn't look like he's quite near anyone to help out. What I'd expect to be a call in a situation like this would be him just being the bottom of a totem pole somewhere. Trying to maybe give someone else a nice little height advantage. There are a few places on Anubis where you can do that, especially on A. There's a lovely one from Heaven where you look over towards A main with like a headshot line. If you put one of the M4s there, that'll actually be a nasty spot for them to have to deal with. But they're just going to fight instead. Both M4s have been spotted, and TYLOO, they still want to hang around here. Mercury swung by 3, and that might just be the round. Bomb's going to be down at the top of T stairs, but the aggression coming through from the CTs, and Jam Young 1v5 is going to have to do it. Or 2v5 rather.
Flash trying to break up the angles. Double peek with it. Speaking of double peeks, that's exactly what Lynn Vision are throwing at him. But Jam Young is toe tapping his way around that pillar with perfection. Able to recover the AWP. They still lost so many guns there to just 2 rifles and a full eco pretty much from Lynn Vision. But at least they secure the 4th round. This is really nice from Lynn Vision though. Like from the POV of that T, getting triple swung on the perfect timing repeat. It was really, really nice coordination from Lynn Vision. Their communication is beautiful. AWPs out for Zaka, as is CDR. It wasn't even the AWPer in that other TYLOO roster. I think it was Lyrics and Kaze. So he's chosen to pick that up for the squad. He's going to get onto that deep mid line. 1-3-1 for TYLOO. They've got a lot of like control in middle. Envision's playing very hands off this round though, not using very much util at all in the early portions of the round. It's kind of jiggling for info, giving up middle. There's a util set to apply further pressure. Pop flash over the top to try to set up Amelia to get a pick here. He's done a lot of damage.
Oh. Won't be able to fade away. Mercury takes him out of the round, and things may get more difficult now for LVG. I don't know if you saw Nart's new video, by the way. ZDR's in the wrong spot, but if you have an AWP and you walk up to mid doors on the left side, there's a pixel gap that you can see players peeking at the top of mid, and they can't see you looking back the other way. So keep an eye out for that to maybe become a bit more meta in the future, now that Nart's made that video and everyone's going to know about it. Left side smoke. Yeah, going to get cracked open. Amelia teaming up with Zaka to hold that molly. Separates the troops. No one going to be able to stop that one from going down. Jam Young dodges the spam. Oh, and Amelia going forward with that flash. Runs out of bullets. That's the secondary out just in the nick of time. As Amelia barely alive, but Mosaic with a solid flank in through Palace. Puzzle bomb not going to be planted for him, but he needs to double down. He needs to get way more value out of this one. Little underarm flash almost finds himself, but no one's tapped it just yet. Mosaic needs to do it all. And it's him on flying. He taps it. Pros don't fake. And with that nade going forward, he knows that he's not on. But
no kit, no time. Oh, Mosey's done enough. TYLOO 5-0.
How? Flying straight up, living up to his name.
Yeah. Now he's going to go swimming.
Crazy. Didn't have a kit. That would have been a crazy little clutch. But, well, I guess it was for Mosaic.
Yeah. 4-2. Very awkward one. But, yeah, TYLOO doing good stuff. Lynn Vision just kind of going buy to buy on the max loss bonus. I haven't got that much usage to play with this round, so they're going to brawl straight across the bridge. Two nice openers for Starry and Westmelon. Jam Young trying to bring the numbers back, knowing that a lot of the CTs are battered and bruised here. Zaka trades really well from House and even anticipating the next peak from ZDR, but Lynn Vision up 4-2. Just going to forfeit that map control. Reset a bit.
All right, edging forward here at mid. Not going to stay silent. Kami flashed in, and that will alert LVG that something may be going down at mid. Where are we smoking? Top mid smoke. Looks to be the case. And with that one, TYLOO I'm just going to regroup and slowly but surely save.
It's a next level play. Top mid smoke into a save. All the kids going to be doing that soon.
It's kind of interesting. There's still a bug. Like, it's really hard. If you want to go silently towards A main, you need to go through rugs, because even if you walk off the perfect point of that, I guess it's like a bridge that goes into the water that's supposed to be a ramp. You're not supposed to make any sound, but there's still a weird water bug. And if anyone's close enough to like camera or something, you can still hear that very clearly, and you know that someone's towards A main. So the only way to do it fully silently is going around rugs and dropping that way. A little bit silly.
And then sometimes you cook your movement and you still make a little drop.
Yeah. You shouldn't, though. If you're just holding shift and you hit every little small drop, you should be fine.
Quick smoke here for Amelia.
T-Stairs. We'll see LVG going for some Canal's aggression off the back of it. That's the big question. They beat the smoke. No one towards A main early. Starry was poking his head towards E-Box, but decided against the full aggression. Mosaic just playing anti. Actually, he might not be playing anti. I saw that might be a bug. I think it happened to Viridian in a game the other day. He said he was watching it back on the stream, and it looked like he was tilted because of the way he was like running around like that.
Yeah.
But that's not actually where his crosshair was.
Interesting. I thought he might have been using the directional sound, like trying to hear if someone was E-Box maybe. Regardless though.
Yeah.
Some mid-control here for TYLOO. Mercury walking up on the line. ZDR posted up. Might set him up for a little bit of an E-Box take here.
Ooh.
Got Mosey deep in mid. There's the flash into mid and the deep mid smoke. TYLOO just lightly pressuring mid and just moving now into a 1-4, grouping up towards A. You've got the rotation for Lynn Vision though. Amelia's over towards A, so they're 3 strong on the site here with still plenty of reactor. Util and Zaka with an AWP on the line.
Heaven smoke in, but will they get past Zaka? There's your answer. Mercury going to be able to go for the swift trade. Nade blooming on his feet. And the entries are swift. TYLOO, just like that, going to have a 2-man advantage, but it is a 2-man flank straight into A main. And TYLOO, none the wiser right now, but they do have eyes on it with ZDR posted here. How's that spacing? The spacing is getting poorer by the moment, so I'd argue that it's going to be that save, Mitchell.
I think so. Maybe Starry thinks it's A. He's not a professional player or anything, right? So he could have made that mistake.
To be fair, if they did do good damage to the T side here, that may put him in a very good position. But with 4 alive, TYLOO, they've cleared out CT. They're going to save that way. Be respectful to LVG and not hunt. Worry more about their own finances.
I mean, yeah, 2-man save here gives LVG a really good buy. Melee could even drop an AWP if they wanted to. But TYLOO are kind of rolling them, I'm not going to lie. It's looking good. This is what I was expecting from TYLOO more so today. I have to say, Inferno, they did get rolled, don't get me wrong, but it didn't look like they should have got rolled that hard based on like the eye test.
Yeah.
Like TYLOO was still looking sharp, still looking switch on, and in general, actually, they've kind of looked like that. This might be a round reset.
Yeah, dead around to the look of it.
This is classic ECL Asia, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Mosey's timed out, maybe? No, he's still running around.
Nah, Amelia was AFK at the start of the round, so I think something happened. Seems to be back, though, but it looks like they are all waiting for a round reset.
Yeah. So, you can tell us what you had for breakfast, Mac.
The same thing I have pretty much every day. 1 banana in a smoothie with mixed berries, and this has to be a round reset. I'm just, a bit curious because the time is still going. And the juggling of weapons, of course.
No, he's just stopping flying out,
Yeah.
ZDR saying, look, we're up 6-1, bro. Let me just give you a freebie. You're really struggling to get rounds at the moment. This is great teamwork. Zakas. I mean, this is that kelp or rubbish?
It's the Nile. I'd assume it's kelp, but is the Nile polluted? I'm not 100%. Surely they wouldn't bring pollution into a game.
Is the Nile polluted? Let's find out, because that's actually quite interesting. Yes, it is.
Is it very polluted?
Yeah, with heavy metals.
Oh. Well, that's not rubbish.
Untreated agricultural drainage and municipal and industrial wastewater. Oh, they actually drain waste into the Nile. That seems kind of
Ooh.
weird. Thought it's like a holy river. They do have that same thing in India, though. I'm pretty sure. Like they have like a holy river that
Yeah.
people like wash themselves in, but it's like and like fish from and like drink from, but apparently it's like toxic.
Right, because it's just been
And
happening
people
for
just
so
get
long.
sick all the time. Anyway, Counter-Strike.
Yeah, like Dinko, he got sick from the river chicken.
His weak Irish stomach couldn't handle it.
Of course, that's exactly what it was. Well, we have a real round, and the round has been reset, and it has been sent live. Lots of action over towards A, and a quick pincer coming in from the canals as well. The teams all tunneled in at Rubs. Not a good place to be, not a good place to fight from, but they're going to do it anyway. Starry will be making his way up T-stairs, and it's going to be a nice little wrap from Mosaic. So after all is said and done, it is now a 2v2. Everyone blue, battered and bruised. And it's just Zaka holding from E-Box. Amelia here on the line, waiting for TYLOO to walk this way.
They're just cutting noise, waiting for some CT aggression. The longer they wait, the more likely it is
Hey!
that you'd have a push somewhere. Spacing is great. Ooh, he's going to run back into Zaka's arms, though. Oh, missed shot, though. Oh, okay.
Oh, my lord. And the awkward movement and the moment of Mosaic pulling out the Glock to just fire that one shot with the crosshair on him before he could shoot. Anyway, this is what's going down. A crazy round off the back of the pause. And Zaka is expecting this crosshair too high, but he'll flick down at the right moment. What a round for LVG to find a second.
Yeah, that was weird. That was spaghetti. But we got through it. And both teams still plenty of cash to be able to buy Jamyoung's little brokies. It's unfortunate. This is just a weird round, Mac. I think TYLOO was setting up to go for an A exi. They even had that deep A main smoke, but after the early flash from flying, they cancelled and turtled. And we just ended up in a spaghetti round. So TYLOO's going to take a timeout and discuss spaghetti and various other things. Discuss what to do about the fact that Jamyoung's brokies.
Brokies what? Like, friend, cousin, brother?
I don't know, bro. There's not many Latvians.
No.
How many Latvians exist?
In CS or just in
How
general?
many Latvians
Exist.
1,883,000. Not many.
Is that more than Australians?
1,800,000, Mac. Are you serious? Is that a serious question?
We have about 2 million in Sydney, don't we?
Bro, we've got about 7 million in Sydney, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you're trolling
look.
me or not. Yeah, we got 5.5 million in 2019.
There was about that many people at Costco today when I went too.
Bro,
By
I
the
gotta
way.
go to Costco. You
Don't-
gotta take me for a date.
What,
Costco
to
date,
see
me
the
and
7
you.
million people.
Mercury had a date with Sari and hey mate. Gave him a peck on the noggin.
Oh, Ilya staying sneaky. Oh, he's been seen, but he's at the Golden Arches, and this is going to allow him to isolate these fights well until that Molly pushes him out into the open. How have they not swung him? What are they doing? Kill him, get him. Mosaic going to be the one to do it from the flank. Zaka and Westmelon answer for some. And we're down to a 3v3 in this chaotic situation. Molly forcing Westmelon back into the canals, and in the meanwhile, it is just going to be this late lurk from ZDR. It's not a lurk, he's just going late towards B main to try and bolster the post plant. This one has gone everywhere.
Yeah, double flank gonna come through. Kits on everyone but Zaka, who's completing the retake from CT.
Oh, nice try. ZDR was at the ready, but you can see the lag compensation was hitting different. Oh, flick doesn't connect as Kami jumps across. And now they've got the cover of the back of sight. Bomb is planted for them as well. And in the 2v1, that time has ticked a little too far away. See you later, Flying. 7 secured. TYLOO looking like a completely different team on the second map.
I mean, Lynn Vision's kind of looking like a different team, TBH.
Ain't that the tooth?
And Mosey is gaming now. He got slapped on Inferno. Now he's gone into the gamer posture. He's leaning forward into his chair. And he's playing. And this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, TYLOO, they've got 3 really good players. And sometimes that's all you need, Mac. They've got 3 really good players and some pretty decent structure, you know?
I do know.
CDR hasn't even needed to kill anyone yet, and they're 9 rounds in. Anti-eco time for TYLOO. They're just chilling around the map. Simple pieces of set util. Clearing stuff out. A main's clear. They've taken close middle. Still holding around the map quite passively.
Oosh. West Malone.
So Post Malone's
Hitting it.
brother.
Exactly what I was angling at there. Ooh, crisp shots. Kami gonna get it done against the Pistols. Had those stats, and Mosaic too, stopping that rotation in from Zaka. It's only Starry here that can maybe stop that cross in the bomb on site, but holding lines is hard on line. Bless you, this man. Oi! Cross comes through eventually, and Flying in the meanwhile is going to be able to make his way into E-Box. Coming damn low, as is Mosaic. 1 or 2 bullets to finish him off in the smoke. Oh, shots! Thinning them out, but he won't be able to finish them off. Mercury on 5, Kami on 6. And it's Mosaic that needs to play clutch here, but Starry not quite realizing it. So we'll just cover his flank, wrap back around. And looks like he's just going to save that Kevlar into the next.
Another good round for TYLOO. They could be on to win this map, bro. See if Lynn Vision can scrape together 2 gun rounds at the end and get themselves an 8-4, though. Then if they can take pistol, it could be a different game. But at least so far, I mean, TYLOO could really do no wrong right now. And honestly, as far as coaches go, Kami has been doing a really good job standing in for TYLOO. A lot of coaches that would be a liability in the server, but he doesn't seem to be one of them. Okay, main take for TYLOO here. Flying tried to contest it, and he just got absolutely dumpstered by Kami on the entry. Another Russian smoke. TYLOO continuing to apply pressure towards A. And slowly taking some space in the middle.
Molly in the way. And Jam Young will be slowed down, but will he catch that Molly? Vision has increased now with the recent update, and it's just going to be TYLOO. Late for a date, pushing right on in here. And Starry in a 1v5. He wants to carry that M4 into the next for sure.
Yeah. Might not have the opportunity to. Kami is playing pretty fantastic. A 3k in that round. Entry on A main and gets 2 more as well. Get this bloke in the team. I mean, if you're doing this against the best team in ECL right now, then you're doing pretty good, bro. On their map pick as well. Like, this is a TYLOO that could beat Atox. I mean, hell, this is a TYLOO that could beat Lynn Vision if they keep playing like this. On the other side of the upper bracket, Mac, we did have Atox take their 2-0, so they will be the team that plays the winner of this match.
Okay.
And I dare say that will be the game we should watch tomorrow. If you're up for it.
Yeah, I'm keen. You wanna lock it in the calendar?
Yeah, maybe. I don't have
Maybe.
that authority.
What else you got on?
I don't have that authority, mate. Well, actually,
Oh.
my team is playing a game tomorrow. But I will be casting with you.
Oh, GG, how about that, huh? Lydia. Ooh, missed chance. But is ready for that swing on the back side instead. Oh, beautiful timing on that swing. Flash. And Starry, with an XM at this range, is able to find one that bites off more than he could chew. Mercury 2, going to be able to find one. As ZDR doubles it down. Zaka, the last line of defense here, as Flying starts to rotate his way across. But you can see on the map that TYLOO, they're going to be bringing the bomb back towards A instead. Mosaic covering mid for a moment. But in the meanwhile, Kami will clear out A, maybe? Ball here. He's just faking. He's saying, stay B, go there.
Yeah, Mosey's been...
Bomb was seen at mid, running back towards the B side. What's going on?
I mean, yeah, Lynn Vision just don't really know, to be honest. Zaka's still chilling over here, gets mollied off though. So that's going to be info to probably pull the rotation, and indeed Flying's on his way over. TYLOO trying to get themselves in a comfy post plant.
Interesting that Mosaic opts to plant there with the full E-box control, but Zaka in the meanwhile walks out and he'll fall, as does Flying. 10 in the first half from TYLOO. We might be going to 3, but we'll see after the break. We are back with the second half, and again, like a broken record, it might not be too long of a half, but we shall see very shortly. If LVG can take this pistol and get on the roll on the T side of Anubis, you know that a comeback could be just around the corner. And it is going to be one left side smoke for LVG. Should enable them to have this plant, considering TYLOO are a fair while away.
Yeah, going to combine it and make it a full wall. Doesn't stop Jam from banging him straight through it. So TYLOO quite happy with the numbers. Actually flooding in through Ebox as well, fighting with double dualies and able to trade pretty decently. Now the lurk comes into effect as Flying makes some moves across bridge. He's actually just going to drop into Ebox. They've lost far too many numbers here. But Lynn Vision going to cut sound for now and see if they can catch one of these CTs out of position.
Nice shot from Jam Young, does it again. Starry just really trying to look for a pick before he forces a plant. Doesn't want to worry about the money. Oh, and the timing is not going to favor Starry. Too worried about Palace. Jam Young clears his flank as a just in case and will be gifted another. So big round and a big match from TYLOO. From Jam Young in particular, 13-7, Mosaic 14-5. Hence why he was the Kadir player to watch. Just a bit of a slow start on Inferno. And Mitch, we said if LVG gave us the same kind of game on as we saw on Inferno, this was going to be a clean 2-0, but we might have got ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, I think Lynn Vision have switched off a little bit, to be honest, after winning that hard against TYLOO. And TYLOO were never playing like that poorly to begin with. A lot of those rounds were close. They lost almost every clutch. Some of the individuals were looking kind of sharp. I don't think they really deserved getting slapped 13-2, more like 13-6 or 7, I would say. Force play out for Lynn Vision here, though, trying to go for broke. Just walking around the map. Waiting out that initial wave of util from TYLOO. But they're going to organise themselves for an 8 hit, and there's that little sound cue you were talking about.
Some of them do just come through on the spectator mode, but the thing is, even if it doesn't happen on your own POV, it'll happen on everyone else's, which is why it's a really odd little bug. That being said, the force fly from LVG has not gone well. Flying to be able to find one before falling there, but now in the 3v4, it's looking very unlikely that LVG even get a plant here, but we do see Starry starting to make a move over towards mid instead, and Mercury falling there is a huge pick. LVG, if they win this one on a force fire, there is a certain world where that could happen.
Yeah, Starry just listening to all the footsteps.
Oh.
Zink catches this, little elbow, but across their place is way too good. Going deep for D. 3 on the lurk with the deagle is gorgeous. That's going to keep Lynn Vision alive for now. Very, very unlikely for them to bring this all the way back. Probably should be a force buy out of TYLOO, given that Jam, Young, Mercury, and Cammy are all double eco. But that's step 1 of many needed to potentially push this all the way the distance and try to clean sweep this 2-0 or get us into OT.
Kind of crazy, to be honest. But let's see what round 15 has for us here, as LVG have a chance to close it in 2 still here while the game's live. They just have to keep it clean for a couple of rounds, get that economy cranking, and also to show us that they can do it, of course. TYLOO, they're making a solid read with 5 players towards the A side of the map. Unfortunately, the solid read becomes quite squishy as LVG walk away from them.
It's going to be a full save from TYLOO. Don't blame them anyway. They are going to be eco in the next regardless, so may as well save. Min-max the guns and try to win the force by quote-unquote next round. See if Lynn Vision will at least send like Flying on the hunt, maybe Zach up. And indeed, you see the MP9 going deep.
Oos. Flying taken out of the equation. And LVG. Small steps towards their way back into the game.
So, TYLOO just gonna go for the same thing again. A couple of bits of util bought here and there to, you know, at least just throw those initial pieces of util to slow down the T side here. Mosey, little util set and a flash to try to set him up for success. Reacting to that T side util, they hear the T flash and they dive onto Starry. He still takes 2 with him because he is one of the best riflers in Asia, but they at least find themselves an AK onto Mosey here.
That AK can certainly give them hope if it's put in the right spot, and it is going to be able to rotate in time. Mosaic only falling 6 rounds out of this game so far. And playing high-low could have worked out. The spray almost gets the job done. And Kami, a little while away, was just waiting for that bomb to go down. And you can see as well, with a Scout, a Deagle, an AK, and a 5.7 in the back pocket from Mosaic, that is a full force for the next. Or a full half buy, if you want to call it that way. And TYLOO won't have to do too much investment. But of course, that AK is precious on the CT side. One tap potential is huge. But LVG only had to find 2 kills this round, as they will put 5 on the board.
Yeah, good stuff.
Terrorists win.
So finally, long have we waited to get into TYLOO's gun round. Looks like ZR is even considering holding on to the Scout though. And they are still... Oh, you actually get a drop from ZDR as he holds onto the Scout. So you've got a couple of boys holding some extra cash in the back pocket. TYLOO just trying to speedrun their way to full loss bonus. So they can just max the gun rounds and try to close out this game ASAP. Boost up over the bridge smoke here from Lynn Vision. But they're not going to find anyone there. Actually, they opt to not even go for the pick. Just going to wait for the smoke to fade and walk across the bridge in the mid-round. Aggression out A main. Really are playing safe in rug. Won't get caught by that, but that's beautiful. Zaka just walks onto the line and gets a freebie, and Lynn Vision just picked this up straight into the A split.
Okay, Ryan looking to go forward and just gets torn apart. TYLOO, they're in the right place at the right time, but are they really? Starry going to be able to knock them down a notch. Amelia digging their way back in. And Mercury, if anyone can clutch this up in a 1v2, it's this man. And he's in the right position to do so with the bomb right down below him. Tucked in the corner. Just waiting for Starry to edge around. And it's all going to boil down to the timing. They seem to be aware with the site cleared out. They just want to know if they can double peek him, and they will. Great coordination out of LVG to lock it in. Unfortunately there, for Mercury, he just shot the wrong individual and couldn't finish it off.
I mean, I don't know if he could have even played that better, to be honest. Like,
yeah,
that was just insane from Lynn Vision. The fact that they coordinated that double peak, I don't know if it was intentional or unintentional, but it was perfect nonetheless. TYLOO finally maxing out that loss bonus. This will be probably their last save of the game here. But Lynn Vision really making the work for this one.
Oh. Awkward angle, but works out in the end for West Melon. Well, at mid, drawing some attention, but flying in the meanwhile will filter out and clear the B site. They don't know it's clear yet, but we certainly do. And Amelia too, just denying any aggression from Kami. Starry tucked away at top mid is going to be the first to fall for LVG, and that's going to be an AK retrieved. Mercury with his M4 is probably just going to trigger a full save from TYLOO.
Yeah, I mean, they were only into this round with a half buy anyway, so saving over 2 rifles is about what you'd expect. Lynn Vision getting within touching distance, but now this is where every single round is a gun round. Even if you get a couple entries, you get TYLOO saving and dropping the guns over on max loss bonus. Good stuff from Mosey. He's kind of showing us why he's our player to watch. You know, didn't have an outstanding Inferno, but here on Anubis, he's kind of been the standout player in the server right now. Oops, out for ZDR. Same for Zaka. It was retained at the end of that last round. Spoke to Rugs, Molly onto the stairs. Zaka, great entry onto Mercury. Kami now in A main, hits the scroll wheel and gets punished for it. And then Vision prompting some reactive use here out of TYLOO. Mosey trying to keep himself comfortable enough to try to contest control of this A site. But Lynn Vision are pumping the brakes a little. ZDR flashing Mosey into maybe go for a bit of an info push. TYLOO with a man disadvantage in that initial contest over A main. Don't really know what's going on right now.
I think LVG are just opting to try and play this one together, set up for an A split. I feel like they've been trying to bully Kami a little bit, even though Kami's certainly holding his own much more so here on Anubis than he was on Inferno. And walking into Mosaic, Westmelon been seen. Oh, he's certainly caught between a rock and a hard place. Flash is going to go forward. And Mosaic will win that fight, allowing him to fall off and maybe just lock it in this 3v3. The nade does not hit the target. And that molly will buy them plenty of space to get this one planted. 2 flashes, a molly and a nade in the post plant for LVG. Is that going to be enough? There's 1 kit on Mosaic for the retake. But if he falls over towards A main, that's a long little trip for TYLOO to try to retrieve it. Using the cover of the molly to try and put his head back towards the A site. ZDR going to be able to crack 1. But now they know that the fragile CT economy is way too precious and Mosaic needs to create a lot of space. It's going to be a save as LVG are locking in 8, 3 rounds the gap, and the comeback is certainly on.
Yeah, I mean, Lynn Vision is just showing what kind of caliber of a team they are. Like, even totally switched off at the start of this game. They've been able to just kind of go through the motions and play out the T rounds on their map pick on the favored side well enough to just keep putting rounds on the board slowly but surely. They are clawing this game back and throwing the gauntlet at TYLOO to come up with something to win around here. I mean, Mosey did the best he possibly could there. He won his 1v1 and stayed alive. But the other players coming in on the retake just had no real impact. Attack timeout for TYLOO. Second last on offer for them. I feel like mid's been a bit of a problem for TYLOO so far, and Lynn Vision have really mostly been abusing mid in this A site, right? Like, hasn't been that many B hits from Lynn Vision so far. They've very much been defaulting and splitting A a lot, taking mid control in the mid to late round, and TYLOO has really not had a great answer for that so far. Keen to see if after this tack, Lynn Vision, well aware of, you know, what they've been conditioning TYLOO to try to counter here, will start going towards B a little more. targeted attack. Their response is just to apply a lot of util pressure in the early round. Deep bridge smoke and smoke towards stairs. Lynn Vision respecting that for the time being. Just waiting out that initial wave of util before they decide what to do next.
Trying that molly and take E-box control. Will be traded out for a molly as well, but this is where we're going to see both of them finish at about the same time, considering the incendiaries now have a slightly different timer for the burn, but that smoke will allow TYLOO to keep that map control towards the B side of things. In the meanwhile, Lynn Vision starting to use some progressive utility over towards A main, shuffling some more util to Amelia, as it looks like they might just set up for a late B hit. As long as they can get this E-box control, 3 members, all from LVG, looking to dominate Jam Young, who's been hitting some shots. Mercury's here as well. 2 big names for TYLOO. The nade isn't going to do it, and it's a 2 for 2. So B-site will be open for the taking with that smoke at Alice. It's cracked, broken, and Zaka dealing with that flank from Kami. With that pick, it's a full commit to B.
Yeah. Post timeout, Lynn Vision just running down the clock, pressuring these different parts of the map and ending in a B hit this time around. 2-on-3 retake for TYLOO. Looks like they're trying to attempt it.
Ooh.
Mosey flashed off the line. Smoke's faded here for ZDR, but Lynn Vision giving him absolutely nothing right now.
Very flashed off the line. And still going to start to progress forward. Both have kits, molly, flash, and a nade to maybe make this one happen. ZDR just looking for a pick first, but picking that angle should be hard. He's found both. No scope on the second. Taps it, holds it, and full reliance on Mosea to lock down B main. Westmelon gets the kill. But unfortunately, the defuse came through before it. And ZDR, a solid couple of kills there in the post plant. On the retake are enough to secure 12 for TYLOO. But LVG, with all this momentum, maybe, just maybe, they can still take it to OT.
I mean, that's the issue with being this far behind. Like, it's only just a clutch or a couple of hero plays away from losing the game for Lynn Vision. Started very slow in that first half. And that was like the favorite towards them in that 3-on-2. Pacing, quick pacing, straight across bridge here. Mosey trying to be ready with that reactive flash. Doesn't pull the pin on a Kami, almost burns the line. 1 HP for him. And Mosey trying to fight to the death on middle here. Doesn't do better than a 1-for-1. Lynn Vision will now take that space in mid.
Slow approach from TYLOO. Just clearing out the close lines outside of A main. And Amelia going to leave in the meanwhile. So TYLOO about to have every bit of info that they need. Amelia in a solid position to deal with this flank though. Eyes on the prize. And there's that first. Oh, can't quite whip around for the second. And we're going to see a reposition from Jam Young. So there's a solid crossfire towards B main. Lurk Smoke still in the way. With 30 on the clock, LVG, they need to go for it, and they're going back to A.
They might just mid to A here.
They could also drop.
Yeah, they're just going to mid to A here. ZDR. Surely hearing some of those footsteps, all the water's cleared out. He can play this from A main. There's enough util to block him off here. Molly misses.
Bad molly. Oh. They know where he is. Huge damage out of that HE, but it's not going to matter. Zaka just peeks them anyway. Looking for a flick, but he doesn't know that there's already been the cross to Fountain. Mercury can be the man, the difference maker. There's going to be the trade, but Zaka in the meanwhile already found one. So it's just Mercury in the 1v2 to try to make it work here. T's not trying to give him anything, just looking for info, jiggling. Mercury able to know one of these T, but Starry takes him to 9.
Perfectly played in the 2-on-1 there. Good jiggling from LVG. Map point for TYLOO. Let's not get carried away. The HUD's trying to tell us some fibs. Nice round from Zaka though. Playing that pivot position around the side pillar. TYLOO are in two minds about what to do this round. Mercury's saving, the rest of the boys are force buying. And they are going to go for some mid aggression here. Lynn Vision just playing hands off right now. Quite happy to give this space in the middle of the map and wait for TYLOO to push further. Potentially punish that.
Patience. Will it find Mosaic? Pull it out. Mosaic answering with a molly of his own. And that flash, it did blind Starry initially, but it's blinded Mercury more. And Kami, in the meanwhile, going to be able to find that double with the two-man push from a main. TYLOO could be locking in here with an advantage. But don't count LVG out just yet. Mid control is going to be there, but not for long. ZDR, nice rotation back after the early push.
Well, creeping on the line now. He goes down to ZDR as well. This might be all she wrote unless Zaka can complete a insane 1v3. Kami's very low on this side of the map. He's just going to stay alive and buy time for Jamyoung to rotate in.
That full util can definitely go a long way. Smoke on the edge just to create some cover to play around for Zaka here. Maybe just try and isolate them back apart, which he's doing real damn well. Secondary going to be enough to take down the first for sure. There it is, Kami falling. Now looking for a little bit more. The tap is there. Zaka, oh, revealed. Jamyoung taking him away and taking the second map. TYLOO get it done. We've traded map picks. And we will end up going to Ancient, which will be the decider in this series.
Yeah, good stuff from TYLOO. Showing that Inferno should not have been that much of a stomp. There's still some quality players in this roster, even if they are playing with a bit of a stand-in and a bit of a roster instability at the moment. Still good enough to take Lynn Vision's pick off of them. A map that they've, made their name on, to be honest. This first half was super dominant. It has to be said, though, once Lynn Vision got going on that T side, they very much should have won this game, probably. They were just way too slow to start in that first half.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you just don't quite get enough done in that first half. Then this is what happens, right? You don't have too much room for error. And TYLOO, I feel like they deserve this one. There's plenty of moments, and even, look, everyone that was sleeping on map number 1, showing what they're capable of on map number 2 is a good...
They're not being, there's a not broadcast-friendly way of saying this, but they're not being mentally weak and saying, oh, we're playing with the coach, like we can't win. Like, they are actually trying to win every single map, and I respect that, and they've taken away Anubis. They're going to force Lynn Vision to try to, to have to earn this spot. And, we'll see if they are a bit more switched on this time.
Well, you definitely need the winner's mental to make the winner's mental happen and get them dubs, But look, it's Ancient time. Mercury, Jamyoung already there in Cheetah. There's going to be a smoke towards short. Zach going to be extinguishing that one with his own smoke as the molly came through. And now he's going to play Insight. Has flying not too far away. They want to try to flood, but the timing of the flash couldn't have been worse for the T's. Mosaic going to get blinded, and the CT's flood just in time, holding strong. And spotting that bomb, making its way back to lane. Mosaic at range with the Glock. He's going to be able to decapitate one, but can he do it again? Westmelon, realizing how low he is, decides away from the danger. Starry going to be spotted and dinked. This is looking so much better for TYLOO with every second ticking away. 3 kills from Mosaic. Man has done his job. Yeah. But Westmelon on 12, I don't know about this one in the 1v2.
Yeah, Goosh and a kill from Kami as well. These two are essentially 2v5ing Lynn Vision right now. Should know that he's gooshed or low. And what can you really do? Coming in from Temple here as Westmelon. Pretty low percentage clutch. You'd have to make a pretty big mistake as TYLOO, and they've really played this one perfectly. They pushed into CT, taken all that info. It's not planted for them, but it's close enough to where they can run at him or spam him. They've spotted him out, and he's dead to rights.
Yeah, looking a little rough here for Westmelon to try and close it, and TYLOO take that W. Mosaic with a 4K to kick things off here on Ancient.
Anti-eco time for TYLOO now. Won themselves another pretty important pistol here, Mac. And it's not like they don't have the reps on this map. Like, they literally played these two maps back-to-back against LYG yesterday. So they at least have kind of the match fitness.
Yeah, they've got it all sorted. TYLOO looking like they are about to find a free B site. LVG going for the stack and maybe just looking for exits. But that molly in their way is going to be ran through by Westmelon, trying to catch a timing. But a MAC-10, after he's already been thinned out by the flames, makes it that little bit more difficult. And LVG going to go for the full flank in through T-spawn. Looks like exits are just going to be what they're looking for here.
All right. Well, not feeding any extra kills to the MAC-10 or trying not to.
If Zaka peeks from that angle, he actually has a better angle to take that fight. But it looks like he's not going to bother.
Flying's going to be the MAC-10s.
Unfortunate.
Oh, Mercury goes down to the bomb. It's not ideal, but that's only a MAC-10 lost.
Missed opportunity. I really wanted Zaka to get like a little double dink there. When you're close to the wall like that, as a T from that angle, right? Especially with the way that it's kind of like slanted diagonally upwards, you know what I mean? Then your head pokes out to the right. And because your view model's kind of further to the left of where your head is, it could have been an angle. I'm getting real nerdy and I apologize, but the theory always gets me going here in Counter-Strike.
Should wave a util here. TYLOO going to take middle, investing a lot of util. Really don't have much left for the mid to late round. One smoke, couple mollies, couple flashes. That's it. Same can be said for Lynn Vision though, which is quite common, unfortunately. CT side this early on. Starry, he's got a lot of members in front of him, and they're going to peek him with util out. No one was ready for that off angle, and you can see Lynn Vision ready to crunch mid as well.
Big shots from the CTs, and Mercury, good luck, mate. At least the MAC-10 could do damage. There's an unarmored AWP and an unhelmeted Amelia and Westmelon, but that being said, Zaka shot first. So it is going to be LVG fighting their first before the half got away from them, and TYLOO with that little bonus round. Has not gone well. The reinvestment from a couple of them means they're actually a little bit low on the funds here going into this round, and even with that early mid control, they just weren't able to do anything with it.
No one checking that off angle. And that is going to be TYLOO emptying the bank accounts, going for a bit of a force here.
Yeah. It's not looking good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not if they drop this round. Still could win it though. Could be a pretty big swing on the economy. It's all about this lane control this round. And Westmelon, that's the perfect smoke for this point in the round. TYLOO was going very heavy ramp side. Even through a progression smoke up onto B. They've kind of just been shut out of the round with a couple key pieces of util from Lynn Vision. We're still pretty heavily leaning towards B. That progression smoke has really sold them that this is going to be a B ending, but actually, speaking of mid-round calls, TYLOO's going to make one of their own. They leave Mercury just to keep tabs on this B side of the map. They're going to go back towards A. And he's starting to wonder how long really will Lynn Vision just lean on this 4B stack. They're starting to get curious about what's going on. Mid-round push down P ramp spots absolutely nothing, and that's where the rotation is going to come through from Zaka and Starry.
Ooh. Mercury stuck on the short side, but that smoke will allow him to fall away if he wants. Not that much damage ends up getting traded, but it looks like it may just be a fake towards A. Looking for that late mid control for TYLOO, as they are going to let Mosaic with the Tech 9 lead the charge. And a lot of attention has been drawn by that util used today.
Yeah, they pulled a lot of rotates here. Westmoreland's all on his lonesome. Spot out on the lane push. It's going to prompt a massive rotation into the CTs. Molly is off timing. Mosaic runs him down with Tech 9, and the rest of TYLOO filters to the side, but there's only 10 seconds here.
He's getting a little bit awkward flying. Only able to find one as ZDR comes in with a sharp shot. Straight on the noggin, and TYLOO, just like that, are going to turn it into a two-man advantage. Zaka with the AWP is probably thinking about saving, unless he can make a shot. Kami, 12 points of health, and will be swinging on the contact. Oh, weapon swap at the wrong moment, but Zaka's still living. Hasn't seen the cross from Jam Young, who wants it all, and he'll take it too. 3 found from TYLOO.
Yeah, money broken on the Vision now. They're going to take a single save here. With only one surviving, chance for TYLOO to now build up a little bit of cash. And TYLOO really just played with Lynn Vision that round. Like, Lynn Vision just hard rotated wherever there was utility pressure from TYLOO, expecting things to be one-dimensional. From a team that just lost their IGL of years and years and years. They are kind of calling circles around Lynn Vision right now.
Oh, Mercury. Very ready for that one.
So
Cracker
sharp,
shots.
bro. Like, they're so sharp, some of these guys on TYLOO. Like, roster changes aside, these are still some of the best players in China.
Yeah. When they're on, they're just so on, hey. It's like they're... the contrast between them on a good round and them on a bad round is actually crazy.
I mean, that is the TYLOO brand.
That's so true. Well, they've found a couple of individuals here. And the info is there as Jam Young will somehow live on 1 point of health. Thanking his lucky stars. And it's going to be a late lurk in from Amelia on the flank. Flying, just making noise. But without a kit, it is just going to be them trying to suffocate the economy. Oh, he was on 1 health. He's dead anyway to the bomb unless he makes some kind of space quick smart.
Yeah, really.
And he's looking to do so, but Flying is here. Oh, Flying's been seen. Mate, you are not hidden. Jam Young's dead no matter what. So's Flying in this spot. Oh, that was a choice.
That's really actually not great for TYLOO, losing that much that round.
All.
Oh, Amelia, if he found the rifle as well, could have dropped that over to Westmoreland. That would have been a better buy for Lynn Vision heading into this one.
Yeah.
But end of the day, that's, yeah, terrible for TYLOO. They had one player surviving the last 2 rounds, so the T economy is very fragile here. Credit where credit's due. Excellent start to Ancient, but very much a chance for Lynn Vision to crack back into this one if they win this next gun round.
What's the buy like? Lynn Vision going down an MP9 on 1, but a decent buy, all things considered. Utility a little light, but of course a lot's been used already, and same can be said for TYLOO. Molly's everywhere, smokes everywhere, feigning that lane control. And LVG only with 3 smokes remaining, but it's going to be a drop push. TYLOO timing it straight out A with that CT smoke. Amelia swinging with a flash. It's actually the T flash that perfectly pops. Starry still alive. And this is just looking awkward as all hell. Great timing on that push and the spray. Starry on for the ace.
Yeah, just dismantling TYLOO this round. Went for a pretty big set play. Like, smoke flew all the way from Mercury here on B ramp over to CT, and progression donut smoke as well. They were really trying to hit this timing out A based off how long those smokes took to travel. But none of that matters to Starry. He literally just runs them down. This guy was fantastic at the RMR. And a little inconsistent at times, but similar to what we were saying about these TYLOO players, when Starry's on his game, might be the best rifler in Asia, Mongols included.
A little bit of chit chat going on. LVG saying, Mercury, come out to play. and they're not. I don't have bottles here, so I can do this.
I didn't.
Is that like almost it?
No, I don't do anything.
You could. What? Is this it? If I talk at the same time, does that come through?
Okay. You're playing the cowbell, are you?
Yeah. I'm playing the straw cup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's the name of the instrument.
Well, it's got a bit awkward, didn't it? That's insane.
Yeah.
From bloody Starry. Look at him go. That's,
2 double kills making 4. That's nuts.
That's not good for TYLOO, though, is it? They are pretty broke. They're going to force buy around this saved rifle. It's a pretty terrible looking force smack. They've got 6 grenades. They're going to use half of them taking mid. They're going to use all of them taking mid. What am I talking about? There's nothing left. Okay, so it's a mid take into a B ramp contact.
Ooh. Smashing it out of the park right there. That's looking pretty bloody good, isn't it? Okay, Westmelon. He's ready for this wrap in from the cave side. Mosaic making a whole bunch of noise, and he's going to be able to find Westmelon. Meanwhile, Orc shot going to miss there from Zaka, but we'll get that second opportunity. ZDR in the 1v2 now after getting that pick on Astari. Knows that there is going to be space towards A, but not for bloody long. Amelia making his way to Red Room, just the peak there. And ZDR, you can't shoot back when you're falling through the air like that. 3 found for LVG, although it cost him a pretty penny as TYLOO got lots of damage done on the pistols.
Yeah, but they're broke now. So Lynn Vision will have a chance to recover anti-eco. And they're well and truly back into this game. Westmelon and Starry are wiping the floor with TYLOO right now. Excellent multi-frags on display.
Well, where are they going? Molly towards bottom mid to stop TYLOO from going for that mid control.
Just going to splash around in spawn and have a chat. Old school tack timeout.
Look to punish anyone for going to aggro with these Glocks, but LVG, of course, happy to sit back, and they've also got helmets on every individual, so there's not going to be any sneaky little Glock one-taps coming through. What was for dinner, Mitch, huh? Talk to me.
My missus made me chicken soup.
Ooh.
And some toasted ciabatta bread with some beetroot hummus on it. It was quite excellent.
What is that sound?
Bro's got his Wellingtons on, mate.
He's plonking. But yeah, dinner sounds nice, mate. That was
What about you, mate?
that was good. What are they? We had burritos. You know, just leftovers from the other day. Been doing big cooks. Been buying bulk beef, bulk meat at the old Costco, and doing a bit of meal prep just to save our time. Oh, okay. Zaka doesn't need to do any more this round. It's the rifles to clean up. And the old school tactical, done and dusted. 4 a piece as LVG. If they keep it clean, could maybe find 8 here in the first half, but the momentum favoring them certainly looks good.
Not too much to be done with the Glocks there, but as you can see from the left side of your screen in that replay, playing around that slow does have its benefits. You at least bleed out the util from the other team, and grenades cost money.
Yep, that's a pretty valid evaluation.
Initial wave of util here from both teams. Contesting middle, again, it's the same kind of play from TYLOO. They very much want to put that mid-pressure on and then try to hit this big timing. That's exactly what Mercury does. Westmelon's still alive in cave. Starry trying to force his way through spawn. His teammates died, but he's at least got some control of the backside of the site here.
A little bit of space in that smoke to get that one down. Mosaic in the meanwhile, not going to be ready for the flank of Amelia. He's now got B main control and maybe even lane. If Kami doesn't speed up here, ZDR not going to be able to snatch him from B ramp. And at least that one will equalize. Starry just making some noise to try and draw attention away from Amelia, but it's going to come down to Kami's timing. Jamyoung just wants to live here at default, and there's going to be that first pick. They know Starry's position, and he's going to have to go for the cross 22 in the clip there. But with the molly in the way, that might have just sealed the deal. Starry decides against it and looks to keep the AK into the next. That's going to be 5 secured, thanks to Kami. He's standing. The coach will survive and even take Starry down. Oh, okay. Bomb, unfortunately, on Ancient is still very large, that explosion radius, so he won't survive. Nobody lives. But TYLOO, they're in the lead.
Yeah, but they're on the worst end of the economy, I think, here. Lost all those guns. Lynn Vision actually had a bit better money. You can see from how clean that anti-eco was in round number 8. Okay, Kami, honestly, doing a pretty good job in the server. That's a pretty big clutch to be winning against Lynn Vision here. Gives them a chance to reset. This is the reset round going both ways. So a very big round for either team to pick it up. TYLOO takes some control of bottom ramp and lane here. After some light contest for Lynn Vision. I'm going to forfeit all of that control of Cheetah and Cave and just choose to play on the site for now. TYLOO waiting out that mid util and looking to go take some mid control of their own if they can take it. Oh, no smokes. This could give an angle to Zaka, but he's on the jump spot instead of on the line.
Smoke at the ready just to deny any aggression at the mid-round from TYLOO through Donut. They're happy that they baited that one out, but they are going to just hang around here at mid. Zaka with the AWP starting to creep in towards Red Room, but won't overstep his boundaries. Post on the line. And we'll be in a position to go for the fast rotate back to A. You can see Amelia as well already pushed so far into A main. If Jamyoung goes slow here... Oh, he's down. He's done. A main control there for the CTs. And things get awkward, but that molly going to stop that crossfire from being established. Starry just making sure no one can push into Amelia. The Mosaic burning is the sound cue that Starry was looking for, but he's not going to be able to double down. It's ZDR with a Galil to get that trade through. 3v3, Westmelon 2, going to be able to push forward. Oh, and they're dancing with the devil here. ZDR with the Galil up in the corner, isolates the first, but Amelia still finding value on 7 minutes of health, and he's popping Zaka, hits that. He won't be able to, and that time's still a factor. The tap again. Mercury knows he's got a little bit to play with. Finds them both, but after the defuse, Mitch, you couldn't write that.
Oh, my lord. What do you do here, Mac? Surely you force and try to break the CT money right heading into the last 1.5. Oh, unfortunate.
Oh, that hurts.
This game is so close, bro.
Would have been a millisecond in it. He counted the 5, hit the wrong guy first. I think Zaka missed his shot too. Oh, Zaka didn't get to shoot. There you go. He diffused after that first kill, just before he died. That's crazy timing.
Timeout for LVG, which actually here is a bit of a double-edged sword, because as TYLOO, you probably want to take timeout anyway to talk about what the hell you're going to do with your money. You've retained an AWP at the end of that round. This is a chance at a reset. I actually don't like that Lynn Vision took attack here, to be honest. Two pistols for TYLOO, a handful of rifles and an AWP. Lynn Vision don't have an AWP. It's actually a pretty even buy, to be honest. This is going to be a reset round, whichever way you swing it. Potential chance at an easier 7-5 for both of these teams. ZDR out on the deep mid line. So it's going to push deep enough to actually really contest him. Big ramp pinch coming in from both lane and ramp side. The MP9's trying to get in amongst it, and indeed they do. Mercury hits the deck early on, but his rifle picked up at least by Jamyoung.
Second kill and a third for the round is making LVG look more successful than that previous round. Jam Young now has a big job to do, and he'll get one, but Starry pushing in from the shelf and almost fighting Mosaic with a timing shot. Is going to be more than enough. 4 alive at the end of it. LVG keeping it clean, going into the final round of half.
Yeah, even a couple upgrades in there. Getting an AWP and an AK out of the equation. And that will be Lynn Vision having the better end of things. Starry is just giving no respect right now. He's just running at them. No plant for TYLOO, only on 2.4 loss bonus. Puts him on this buy. Definitely seen better buys. DDR almost lost his Galil in the bloody spawn water there. He's found it. TYLOO prepping themselves for a bit of a B exit here, it looks like.
Nice little pop flash. No CTs there to blind though, but they are going to hit the gas. Look at this. Carrying forward. Westmelon with no help at all. Flying, going in solo. This is looking good for TYLOO.
Yeah, trying to flood in the side off Westmelon's contact backslides a little bit. TYLOO's still a little out of position though. Playing quite close to the smokes. Flash is getting juggled back. Want to be set up for some aggression. Flash up over the top of the pillar side, and Starry doesn't need to see to kill people.
Just spraying those common lines. Amelia coming in. Oh, I like this spot. Who's that? ZDR in the smoke is not going to be seen, and he's in the perfect spot and has the perfect timing. Starry's in around just trying to figure it out, and he certainly will. 7-5 will be the scoreline at the half. Successful retake, but a scary round for LVG. And it's anyone's game moving into the second. We'll see you after the break. We got at least one more half of Counter-Strike here on the main stream for ESL Challenger League Season 47 Asia Pacific. LVG leading by 2, and that might do for a solid start to the round. Starry going to be able to find one more, just swinging wide and hoping that the rest are going to follow him eventually. Gets more bloody damage done. And that's going to be that. Oh, flying, wrapping around Donut, Jam Young in a 1v4 angle. And with Starry in this spot, tucked away in the cutout, I don't see Jam Young doing much here in this round.
It's going for exits, getting some extra plus 300s in the bank account, really. I don't know what that bloke's doing on the floor.
He's doing something. He's just waiting. Someone will come eventually. You'd at least hope that maybe you can save the defuse kit and the smoke. But you won't without armor, where you currently are. And Starry's got a knife out, so he'll fall. Space created enough for him to live, but there's the swing at bottom mid. Nice shots. Keeps himself alive and gets some extra damage, gets some Kevlar off of LVG. But I wonder if that was a timeout or if someone was just having a chat about the next round.
Yeah, the round was over. Stay okay. An extra $600 into Jam Young's bank account, though. You won't be upset about that. Not going to be spending it this round, though. TYLOO practicing their B hops in spawn here. Just trying to draw some util out of Lynn Vision. Have a chat about what to do next round.
Yeah. Oh, nice molly placement. Kami. Oh, he is lucky to get out of there. Zaka moving in. And just playing for himself. Oh, until he's not allowed to. Jam Young. Crispy with the pisties. And he's going to do it again. That's going to be 2 rifles retrievable unless the mid players come in just in time. I'm choking. So are TYLOO right now. And down to the 3v3.
They probably bit off more than they could chew anyway in this round.
Yeah.
One more kill would be fantastic on the USBs, honestly. It's not going to happen. And Emilia makes a bunch of cash on the Mac 10. So 9-5 for Lynn Vision. TYLOO have probably only got 1 or 2 gun rounds to stake their claim on this game. And I think Lynn Vision have woken up a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
TYLOO's kind of forced them to.
Said, show us your hands. Show us what you got, mate. And they realise, yep, we kind of want to stay in the upper bracket. We only want to win 1 more game to secure a chance at one of those 2 ESL Pro League slots.
Straight into a retake. We love Ancient.
Well, that timing of the nade, clearing the smoke out, just unfortunately wasn't the greatest. Flying all caught in the open, but Starry, in the meanwhile, going to be able to snatch one away. CDR to take Starry out of Temple. We're down to a 4v4 for a retake again.
Yeah, no kits is the issue here for TYLOO, though. They've got to kind of speed up this retake, and they don't have any control of Temple. That's going to make things difficult. Smoke goes deep for Lynn Vision as well, and they're just playing in the site.
Nice little double setup here from Roki.
It's got to be
from
a save.
inside Temple, but yeah,
They don't have
called
time.
it. They just don't have the money to go for it. Took too long. Smokes, no kit. Mate, you've got 5 less seconds on a retake when you don't have that. And that's rough. That is rough for TYLOO. LVG going to be in the double digits. Need just 3 more to stay in the upper bracket here.
Yeah, they've got scissors, paper, rock, essentially. TYLOO went for the hard mid control, and Lynn Vision first gun round went for the A execute, and it worked perfectly. I think you need, as TYLOO, to have some really good like flood protocols there. They had some nice HEs in the smoke to try to like chip down the numbers before they even got into the post plant there. That was kind of their game plan, but you have seen a lot of teams like have those set flashes over the top and try to scale out Donut when on the tap, flooding on the tap and things like that. Works pretty well. Not something that TYLOO really tried there. And Lynn Vision said, yeah, A round was pretty good. So do that again.
Well, they're in here pretty quick. And, oh, there's an awkward spot for ZDR. At least finds impact for 1 kill onto Flying, but Starry is just playing out of his mind right now. 23 and 9, and he's looking for more. Right at the pinpoint here, looking to take this donut control. Mercury, there's 3 waiting at the door there. Here's him. Oh! And pulls out the secondary, but won't have it out in time to shoot back on Amelia. Anyone's around there on the 2v2. And there's more time for TYLOO to get into sight now. Smoke towards Donut. Made as well here onto Zaka, whose position is now known at the big box, but he's going to keep on striking. And a solid shot from Amelia. Gets the job done. 4 and 11th. I thought TYLOO certainly could have been in with a shot after that hold in Donut. But unfortunately, wasn't enough.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was really the case as much on Anubis, but I'm actually starting to wonder whether this is run at Cammy from Lynn Vision. They're just sending it A every single gun round straight at
Well,
Cammy.
if it works.
And it is working. You cannot hold that sight. This time, going to be a bit slower around. All posted up, pushed off the line by the util. TYLOO very deep in mid here.
Yeah.
A lot of control. And Lynn Vision just going to buy their time. Wait out this initial wave of util before they decide what to do next.
Getting the lineups ready. Utility in hand. What's Westmelon throwing from here? Is this a CT smoke? Looks like the right place to be to slot it in.
I mean, Cammy's still got a molly. And ZDR on the ult line.
Oh, he's flashed in though. Oh. Seen on the fadeaway. Online gameplay. And now we'll have an opportunity to use the molly, but decides to hold it.
Oh.
And with ZDR falling, that makes things even more difficult. The molly buys time for the rotations, but that might be all she bloody wrote for this round. Zaka, another opportunity as Kami crosses to the big box. What's he doing? Caught off as he goes back towards the donut side. The pincer in starts for TYLOO, all rotating in just before it. They're getting very, very keen to take these kills to try and find a round out of nothing, and Mercury has to do it all himself, which he's going to get an opportunity to do. Down to 46 points. Already finding 2. And the 2-man swing almost gets torn in pieces. But Westmelon locks it in for 12. It's getting expensive. It's getting close in a lot of these rounds. Very brawly indeed. But TYLOO, unfortunately, couldn't find the one that mattered.
They were playing from a 2-player deficit right from the get-go, unfortunately. Very surprised that Zaka's able to win that AWP duel against CDR, posted up, and then Cammy's like, instead of playing the close angle with the MP9, trying to make it across the big box. And Lynn Vision, let's be real, guys. It was a 1 pound half on Anubis, and the rest of the halves of Counter-Strike tonight have been pretty good versus TYLOO. So to no one's real surprise, maybe a little longer than expected it took. And like they're going to set up for serious point here. Oh, pretty weak buy from TYLOO. They burnt through a lot of their util in the early to mid round. They've got bottom mid control to show for it, but that's about it. And once again, Lynn Vision quite happy to just wait out this initial wave of util. And again, they're just going to say, every time we go A, it works.
What is that? That has to be a spectator bug.
What's the sound when you walk through water, huh?
Probably more consistent than that. That being said, though, the nade doesn't quite get the damage that I thought it was going to do. TYLOO, you've got Mercury and Mosaic chunked down below half. And LVG, again, not changing up the strat, just going A for a different timing. And it's going to be 2 of them stacked up. Army finding 1 in midair. But the trade game favoring LVG. Westmelon cutting off the rotations. And ZDR and Jamyoung to try and make magic in a 2v4.
And it's a cursed phrase, if I've ever heard one, for multiple reasons. Most people won't get that. But TYLOO were done today. He's going to get knocked to the lower bracket. Jam Young's a bit of a wonder child at the best of times. He's going to get a couple of exits.
Hey.
To,
That padding?
yes, pad his stats a bit. He at least goes even. But Lynn Vision kind of stomped TYLOO on the last map as well. And outside of a slip up on Anubis where it looked like they were very switched off in the first half. They played, what was that? 5 very good halves of Counter-Strike tonight. And slipped up in one of them, losing them amount. They will move on in the upper bracket to play ATOX for a spot at Pro League.
Yeehaw. Yee bloody haw. That's great. LVG, congratulations on that W. But it's not over for them yet. TYLOO as well. The same can be said. They still have at least one more chance down in that lower bracket. If not multiple, they just have to play a little bit better than today against some teams that are probably going to be of a less caliber than LVG. Of course, it was LVG that won. I'm getting baited. I looked at the bottom and I was like, hang on. What's going on here? It always happens. Always bloody happens to me. Getting bloody gaslit. But LVG, I'm hoping that they can continue to find success because you can see once they know what they're doing, they can make the game plan work. It was Starry doing huge work for them today. And we have the bracket to have a quick look at after today's games. This would have been one of the longer ones going all the way to 3. I feel like it's been mostly 2-0s across the board. Even down in that low bracket, Clutch knocking out LYG after they came from the upper bracket. I'd say that's a pretty solid performance out of Clutch. Cube making their way forward as -72C. We got to say goodbye to them. Mitch, it's just going to be mostly Mongolian, only GR Gaming remaining from the East Russian area. And
they're the
we've
best
also got, yeah, that's
East
crazy,
Russian
bro.
team. So that makes sense to me. Mongolia very strong at the moment. So look, for TYLOO, you've got some pretty easy teams to run through in the lower bracket there. Although GR Gaming could be a potential worry for an upset, probably not. I dare say it's going to be, a top 3 that we expected of ATOX, Lynn Vision, TYLOO. ATOX and Lynn Vision in the next game will be qualified for Pro League. As we take a look at the Kadia player to watch again of Mosey. Probably didn't have as good of a game that time around. Yeah, 8-15. But he did have a
sorry,
very
Mosaic.
good Yeah.
If you're looking back at this, yeah, sorry, mate.
I mean, he was a standout. Really, he was the most impactful player on TYLOO because he was the best player on the map they won. So